before I get started, spoiler alert. I'm going to spoil this WrestleMania if you've not seen it. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Retro Fusion Gaming. Today I would like to talk about WrestleMania. Why? Because I just watched it. I want to talk about it. So, spoiler alert. There may be some spoilers in this video. Better yet, there's going to be some spoilers in this video. I want to talk about what I liked, what I didn't like, what I might have liked, what I might not have liked. So here we go. Spoiler alert. If you don't want to be spoiled, the exit over there. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe before you exit over there. First up, we had the Usos versus Nakamura and Boogs. I'm not really familiar with Boogs. I don't know, or Bogues, or whatever his name is, because I have not been watching the product that much lately. I'm a big wrestling fan, but I just haven't had time to really invest in everything WWE is showing right now, especially with AEW. But I got to watch my WrestleMania. But anyway, we had the Usos versus Nakamura and Boogs. Now, I love Nakamura. I think he's great. I never have liked the Usos, but I think they put on a solid match. It was basic tag team match, but it was good for an opener. You know, it kind of got you ready for what was to come, I guess. Usos pulled out the win. Not surprising. I think my man Boogs there may have gotten injured, like for real. I think they had to carry him out. So, you know, WWE seems to have a problem with people getting injured lately. Next match we had was Drew McIntyre versus Corbin. Now, I love what Corbin's been doing. Corbin is, he's great. This happy Corbin thing is great. McIntyre pushed to the moon, but I mean, he's got the look. No personality, but he's got the look. I thought it was great. The match was good. McIntyre kicking out of the end of, or what was it, end of days, dark days, whatever it's called, whatever his finishing move's called. That was shocking because I don't think anybody had ever kicked out of that. But McIntyre pulling out the win, okay. The lamest part of this entire pay-per-view, or WrestleMania so far, was the sword hitting the turnbuckle ropes or whatever. That was lame. But yeah, I guess it's part of the sword gimmick. But yeah, McIntyre pulled out the win to no one's surprise. Next up, we had the Mysterios versus Miz and Logan Paul. This, even though there was a mystery person coming out later in the pay-per-view, this was the match that I think was the biggest surprise of the entire show. Logan Paul did fantastic. If anything, he made a lot of these wrestlers in the back might want to question their career choice because, man, he did great. I was really shocked that he did as good as he did and looked great in the ring. He was a little sloppy, but his stuff looked great. Miz and Logan Paul pulled out that win. Not surprising. If you've got a star on your show, they're going to win. Now I'm kind of iffy about tomorrow with Johnny Knoxville. I'm not sure if he's going to pull out that win, but there'll be some sort of shenanigans going with that. But yeah, that was Mysterio versus Miz and Logan Paul, and Miz and Logan Paul pulled out that win, rightfully so. You know, it is what it is. Next up, we had Becky Lynch versus Bianca Bel Air. Possibly my least favorite. It's right there with the Usos match. Where I just didn't really care that much about this match. Not that it was bad. Don't get me wrong. They put on a show. It was actually really, really entertaining. But considering I cared nothing about either of the characters in the ring, I could have done without it. But you know, it was good for what it was. Who was it pulled out? Oh, Bianca Belair pulled out that one. Rightfully so. Thank goodness Becky Lynch stepped aside, let somebody else, you know, take that role for a while. Next up, the shocker that everybody's seen coming. Seth Rollins versus the mystery opponent chosen by Vince McMahon. And to surprise, no one's surprised, Cody Rhodes. Now, it was kind of easy, ain't he? If it wouldn't have been him, that they would have showed who it was earlier. It was surprising, and it felt a little off to see Cody come out in WWE to his AEW type get up. But man, did he put on show. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins stole the show. The match was incredible. If anything, WWE just made Cody Rhodes a superstar. Not just a star. They put him over in a big way. They just pushed him to the moon. So if they mess up with him, I don't know what they're doing, how they're going to mess that up. I really don't. I don't know how they messed that up. Cody Rhodes, of course, pulled out the win after, just possibly one of the best matches I've seen in a really long time. It was great. I can't talk good enough about that match. That move. If you don't even like, if you don't want to watch the entire WrestleMania, just watch that match. And of course, the Stone Cold stuff later. But next up, we had Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey. I expected very little from this match, even though Flair can put on a great match. And to my surprise, this was a great match. Ronda Rousey did good. Somebody's told her to slow down. Clearly, she is slowed down in the ring, and you can tell, and it just looks safer and it looks better for TV. Somebody has really taught her how to slow down. Surprise finish for me. Flair pulling out the win over Ronda Rousey. I did not see that coming. I did like how they kept her looking strong by the way the finish happened. But surprise, Flair pulled out that win. And then last but not least, the KO show. Come on. Now, I expected this to be... I was kind of expecting disappointment with it. Because all along they kept saying it was just going to be the KO show. And just them two sitting there talking. And if he would have just stunned him and drunk a couple beers, that would have been a disappointment. But no, instead, they had a no-holds-barred match. And Steve Austin took some bumps. And it was fan service to no end. When Austin stepped out and his music hit and the fans go crazy, immediately I thought of my stepdad. He was the biggest Stone Cold Steve Austin fan, and it brought back great memories. That wow, it's rare for wrestling to still be able to do that, and WWE did it. They were able to tap into those memories, and without a doubt, it was great. It was great. Steve Austin, of course, wins. Not surprising, but KO did a good match. He got beat up a lot in this match, but wow, it was really impressive. I didn't expect all that. My overall thoughts on this first day of WrestleMania: this may be the best WWE show they put on in years. I can't think of a show that was this solid, with only one area that I thought was lame, and that was Drew McIntyre. But Drew McIntyre's lame. Other than that, awesome show, start to finish. It was long. It was a really long sit through, but it didn't feel as long as a lot of the other WrestleManias have because it wasn't so drawn out. The matches were so good. And tomorrow, day 2 of WrestleMania has a hard act to follow. I'm not sure though that match card that they got tomorrow can follow this, but the only ones I could see even coming close to what Cody and Rollins did is Styles and Edge. I think that match could be close to that. But other than that, this may be one of the best nights in wrestling WWE has seen in a long time. So do yourself a favor if you're a wrestling fan. Watch at least night 1 of WrestleMania. And until next time, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on your way out. And I will see you guys later.